Hey everybody, Matt here, Big Red Liquors, and today, well, if the amount of liquid in the bottle is any indication, I've got this Highland Park Bourbon World 13-year single malt scotch, finished exclusively, aged exclusively in a European sherry butt. This is a one-off single barrel that is just for Bourbon World, and love this whiskey. So this is a little more kind of high end than what we normally do in terms of single barrels, but if you taste it, this will be one of those things where the dollars you spend will actually equal what you're getting in your glass, what you're getting from a taste profile. So Highland Park is Orkney, so very far north, known to have this very sort of subtle balance of smoke. So there's just a tiniest touch of smoke. It really more kind of as like a condiment, or like more like salt. It sort of carries other flavors with it. But you've got honey, you've got this incredibly rich floral aroma. And then you've got this very like dark fruit mixed with honey. So it's dark and it's really ripe, but it's also got this lightness of honey about it too. And it's got this touch of maltiness to go along with the smoke on the nose. I mean, this is one of those scotches that I could just smell for a long time before I take a sip, because it's got so much going on, so much complexity, but there's nothing out of bounds. It's balanced, and it's just got a little bit of everything. The other cool part about this is that it's at cask strength. So this particular one, 62%, so 124.2 proof, and I will tell you, it does not drink hot whatsoever. Let's give it a sip. Honeycomb, dark fruit, the fineness of the European oak. It's got kind of this rich maltiness, and then it goes back to this really ripe fruit. So orchard fruit, but you know, apples, pears, but like really rich. And then there's kind of this fig note. The smoke is so subtle. It is so subtle that what you really get is just sort of an enhancement to the sweetness and to all that fruit that's going on. There's just a touch of it, and if you didn't know that it was like slightly, just a touch peated, I don't think you would actually notice it at all. All right. And what's nice, because of the high proof, the first sip is kind of a little bit of a numbing sip, but then that second sip is even sweeter, and you get more of that fruit development. Again, the flavor here is so rich and so ripe. It is just one of those whiskeys that, you know, for 175 bucks, look, you can spend you can spend that amount of money on a lot of things and you're going to be disappointed. That does not happen here. This is a delicious, worth every penny bottle of whiskey, and you can't get it anywhere else except for Big Red Liquors, Vine and Table, Bourbon World. Cheers.